As the great J.P. Morgan once said, the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide you're not going to stay where you are. In the late 1800s, this financial titan didn't just decide to move, he chose to conquer, dominating Wall Street, shaping corporate finance, and leaving an indelible mark on the world of investment banking. Morgan was a force to be reckoned with. Now, imagine if Morgan was building his empire today, in 2024. What would that look like? Born into a prominent New England family in 1837, Morgan was groomed for success from a young age. No stranger to the world of finance, young John Pierpont Morgan had the privilege of being born into a family with a deep-rooted banking lineage. His father, Junius Spencer Morgan, was a successful banker himself, paving the way for his son's future in the world of high finance. Morgan's early education was a blend of rigorous academic training and hands-on business experience. He studied in Boston and later in Europe, where he became fluent in German and French. These linguistic skills would later prove invaluable in his international banking ventures. Following his education, Morgan took his first steps into the corporate world in 1857, joining the New York banking firm of Duncan, Sherman and Company. This was his first taste of the banking industry, and it was here that he started to understand the inner workings of finance. In 1861, Morgan moved on from Duncan, Sherman and Company to join his father's banking firm in London, further deepening his understanding of international finance. Upon his father's death in 1890, Morgan took the helm of the family business. And with this, he began to make his mark on the world of finance. Morgan was not just a banker, he was a visionary. He saw opportunities where others saw risk. He once famously said, "Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further." He took this philosophy to heart, embarking on a series of daring ventures in the finance industry. In the early years, Morgan financed railroads, helped establish giant corporations, and played a significant role in preventing economic crises. His bold moves and strategic vision began to shape the landscape of American finance, earning him a reputation as a formidable player on Wall Street. These early experiences laid the foundation for Morgan's later success, but they were just the beginning. Morgan's journey from a young boy in New England to a titan of Wall Street was marked by perseverance, vision, and an unyielding drive to succeed. These formative years were crucial in shaping the man who would become a legend in the world of finance. In the words of Morgan himself, no problem can be solved until it's reduced to some simple form. His wisdom rings true even today, and it's this very tenet that underpinned his approach to finance. Morgan was a master of taking what seemed like insurmountable financial problems and reducing them to manageable bite-sized pieces. His genius lay not just in his ability to simplify, but also in his remarkable foresight. He saw the potential in consolidation, a concept not widely embraced in his era. Morgan believed that by merging smaller, struggling firms into larger entities, he could create powerful corporations that were more efficient, more profitable, and more resilient to market fluctuations. Take, for instance, his role in the formation of General Electric. At a time when the electrical industry was fragmented and chaotic, Morgan saw an opportunity. He orchestrated the merger of several smaller firms, including Edison General Electric and Thomson-Houston Electric Company, to form what we now know as one of the world's largest and most successful corporations, General Electric. And let's not forget his pivotal role in the creation of the United States Steel Corporation. In the early 20th century, Morgan engineered the merger of Andrew Carnegie's steel businesses with several other iron and steel companies. The result was U.S. Steel, the first billion-dollar corporation and a titan of industry that still stands tall today. It's undeniable that Morgan's knack for simplifying complex problems and his belief in consolidation were the cornerstones of his empire. His strategic mergers and acquisitions not only saved struggling companies but also gave birth to industry giants that shaped the course of American industry. Morgan's approach reshaped the American economy, but how would it fare in today's financial landscape? Morgan once said, "Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further." This quote is a testament to Morgan's forward-thinking mentality and relentless pursuit of progress. If he were with us today, in the year 2024, how might he approach the world of finance? In the 21st century, the finance industry is a much different landscape than the one Morgan navigated in the late 1800s. Yet the principles of consolidation, control, and strategic investment that guided Morgan's success remain as relevant as ever. Emerging markets are the new frontiers of the financial world, and they are brimming with opportunities. Morgan, with his keen eye for potential, would likely see these markets as ripe for consolidation. By bringing together smaller, disparate entities into larger, more efficient units, just as he did with the railroad and steel industries, he could create powerful conglomerates with far-reaching influence and potential. In the age of globalization, the concept of consolidation extends beyond geographical boundaries. Morgan would have likely recognized the potential in developing countries, particularly those with burgeoning technology sectors. By investing in and consolidating these markets, he could establish a global network of financial powerhouses, diversifying his portfolio and expanding his influence. Technology plays a central role in finance today, a reality that would not have escaped Morgan's notice. The rise of fintech, or financial technology, has transformed the way we conduct business, from online banking and digital payments to blockchain and cryptocurrency. Morgan, known for his adaptability, would have likely embraced these changes. He might have invested heavily in fintech startups, seeing them as the future of finance. Moreover, he might have leveraged technology to streamline operations and improve efficiency within his own empire. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics could provide valuable insights, helping Morgan make informed decisions and stay ahead of the competition. In addition, Morgan's approach to risk management would have evolved with the times. In the age of cyber threats and economic uncertainty, he would have likely prioritized robust security measures and a strong risk management strategy. The use of technology in finance also raises ethical issues, such as data privacy and algorithmic bias. Morgan, with his strong sense of social responsibility, would have likely taken these issues seriously. He might have advocated for transparent and fair practices, setting a high standard for the rest of the industry. While we can only speculate on how Morgan might approach finance in 2024, it's clear that his principles of consolidation, strategic investment, and adaptability would guide his actions. He would likely seize the opportunities presented by emerging markets and technology, while navigating the challenges with foresight and resilience. In the end, Morgan's approach to finance would likely be as revolutionary today as it was in his time. His ability to see further, to anticipate change, and adapt accordingly would ensure his continued success in the modern financial landscape. While we can only speculate, it's clear that Morgan's approach to finance would likely be as revolutionary today as it was in his time. To quote Morgan, "A man always has two reasons for doing anything, a good reason and the real reason." As we delve into the legacy of J.P. Morgan, we find a tapestry woven with threads of brilliance, controversy, and enduring influence. This man, who once dominated Wall Street with his innovative financial strategies, left a mark that continues to shape the finance industry even today. On one hand, we see a titan of industry, a man who understood the tides of finance like no other. Morgan's strategies were often seen as audacious, yet they were rooted in a deep understanding of the market dynamics. He was a risk-taker, but his gambles were calculated, grounded in meticulous research and intuitive foresight. His approach to consolidating industries, while controversial, laid the groundwork for many of the corporate structures we see today. Morgan's role in the panic of 1893 and 1907 also spotlights his financial acumen. During these times of economic crisis, it was Morgan who stepped up, injecting his own capital to stabilize the market. He was instrumental in averting a potential financial collapse, earning him the moniker of Savior of Wall Street. But with great power comes great controversy. Critics often point to Morgan's monopolistic practices, arguing that his consolidation strategies stifled competition and led to wealth disparities. He was a kingmaker, controlling vast industries at his whim. Yet it's hard to argue with the fact that his actions, while controversial, were transformative. The legacy of J.P. Morgan is not just about his successes or controversies, it's about the enduring influence of his approach. Even today, his principles of calculated risk-taking, consolidation, and market stabilization are echoed in boardrooms across the globe. His strategies continue to inspire modern finance, guiding decisions on Wall Street and beyond. Morgan once said, "No problem can be solved until it is reduced to some simple form." This simple yet profound insight encapsulates his approach to finance. He had a knack for cutting through complexity, for distilling problems down to their essence, and for finding solutions that were both pragmatic and innovative. As we reflect on the life and legacy of J.P. Morgan, we are reminded that his approach to finance continues to resonate even in 2024. His story serves as a reminder that in the world of finance, it's not just about numbers and figures, it's about vision, strategy, and the courage to take calculated risks. It's about understanding the landscape, navigating the tides, and leaving a mark that stands the test of time.